Does a child often misbehave, throw the tantrums? It's getting on your nerves. I mean, you've done everything you know how to do, but it just keeps getting worse. Hi, it's Coach Rebecca, Kids Mindset Coach, Specialist Therapist. I help kids overcome learning difficulties, thrive, and 10x their results. Today we're doing red flags of attention-seeking behavior in children. Is your child an attention seeker? Do you really know for real? Remember, behavior is communication. Whenever your child is behaving in any way, they are trying to tell you something. So the question should not be, what do I do to make my child stop misbehaving or stop doing this one or that one? What you need to ask is, what is my child actually trying to communicate through this behavior? Because believe me, every behavior is communication. Now, these are red flags of attention-seeking behavior in children. Number one, you've discovered that your child has been mind manipulating you with their emotions. Yes, they cry, they roll on the floor, they overreact over little things, they interrupt you when you're doing something very important, you're making a call, they're breaking into your conversations and all that. I mean, it's getting to you. You don't really know why. You wonder why your child is just doing these things. Why are you doing this? There's no explanation. You don't just know what to do. That's number one red flag. The child is mind manipulating you using their emotions. They know that when their emotions play, they will get you to react. And so they want you to get to notice them, because that's what attention-seeking behaviors are. Things or actions that kids do so that you will give them all the attention and get to notice them. The second red flag is when children are throwing tantrums. It's becoming so frequent. You see, children within the ages of 3 to 7 years normally do this attention-seeking behavior. It's normal. In fact, it's normal for them at that age. But where it becomes abnormal is when it is now repeatedly, more frequently, and you've noticed that it is now excessive. That's when it's now a negative attention-seeking behavior that you need to look into. Yes. Now look at this. The third red flag says when children are pretending and lying all the time. You notice that your child is always pretending. They hear you are going out. They pretend like they are sick. Mommy, my stomach is aching. Daddy, my head is aching. Mommy, my leg is nothing. You check and there's nothing. Yeah, I did that as a child, so I know what I'm saying. Yes, your child is trying to tell you something, but you're not listening. So they are trying to use that pretending and lying to try to get you to notice them. Some fall on the ground, they start crying, they start yelling, screaming, lying about something happening to them, something terrible happening to them when nothing is even happening to them. Why are they doing this? They are doing this because they are seeking attention negatively. So there's a negative part to it. Now, the next red flag you need to look at is repeatedly asking you questions of something you've already answered in the first place. You've responded to those questions so many times in the past. There was a child in one of my sessions. I noticed he started repeating questions. In fact, at the very spot I explained, he repeated it again. And I knew this is going out of hand. He's purposely doing this. And when I called his attention, he laughed. So he knew he was really doing it. So you see, when kids start asking for help and assistance for something that they already know how to do, they'll be nagging, crying so that you come assist them to do something they already know how to do or they've been doing before. Know that that's a big red flag. Your child has a negative attention-seeking behavior that you need to really work at. You really need to look at it. They are repeatedly asking you questions. You are explaining over and over again, and they are still asking you again the next day or a few hours later. Mark it and watch out. You need to do something about this, because when you know your child has this attention-seeking behavior, you will now know how to properly handle it. Because if it is not properly handled, it will escalate and turn into something else. This is what we do at the Ruby Impact Parents Support Network. We coach parents on what to do in handling matters like this and much more. All right, until I see you again, it's Coach Rebecca. Bye for now.